Welcome to An Ashley a Day. Hooray!
Hey everybody, welcome to day 102 of An Ashley a Day. I hope you enjoyed the doodle yesterday. It was fun to make, and I've decided that if I want to do more doodly days, that I'm going to have to do them days in advance. Because although I liked how that doodle turned out, there was moments where it was the same doodle for too long of a period, I felt, and those things take forever. That probably took me 3 hours just to do that little doodle bit. I'm going to try to think of stories and do them in advance now and hopefully get better quality doodles. Not too long ago, probably about like 5 minutes ago, I went to the bathroom and Christine was in the room getting ready to take a shower. And there's been times when I know that she's going to be in the closet, so I'll come back and I'll knock on the door so she knows, to close it, because the door in her closet door would hit. So normally I knock to come in. So she heard a knock at the door and said, "Come in," and realized that it was two guys outside and not me, because they said something and went to the door next door. So today I want to talk about random awkward moments, mostly walking into the wrong room. Thankfully at college I have never had the misfortune of walking into the wrong dorm room. I'm always pretty good at finding my room. Like this year we've got my door, the door across, and then over here there's a door here, and they've got a big yellow dry erase board on their door. So that's always how I find my door. And every time I look, I'm like, okay, this one. Because otherwise, you could just zone out and just turn too early or turn too late and just walk into the wrong room completely. It's actually happened to me where someone walked in on me. Thankfully, I was just sitting at my computer, and someone opens the door and goes, "Oh crap," and just closes it and walks away. And it's some random guy. So a lot of people walking into random rooms. I did it a couple times in high school where I walked into the wrong classroom. You're on a set schedule, first to 9th or 8th period or whatever. And for me, I never walked into the wrong room where I skipped a room or something, where I just went to the room next door. My problem was I always skipped a period. Like instead of thinking it was 4th period like it should have been, I went to my 5th period class. And that was really my problem most of the time. So I'd get there and just look around and be like, I don't know any of these people, and then leave and realize, oh, it's 4th period, not 5th. Whoops. There's actually a funny story a kid told in one of my classes. He had ended up coming in late, and he was like, I have a really good explanation for it. He said that in the class before this one, he was in Spanish class, but for some reason they were in the lab that week or that day. Normally, after he has lab for a different class, he has lunch. So instead of going from Spanish to like consumer education or whatever the class I was taking was, he went from Spanish to lunch, thinking that it was lunchtime. And so he actually went through the whole lunch line, got his tray of food, sat down, and realized he knew nobody at the table he usually sat at. All of his friends were gone, and he just didn't know anybody. Once he realized it wasn't lunch, he just left his tray and came to class. And didn't even bother to bring the food or anything, just left everything and came to class. Whole waste of money. I thought it was really funny. Fortunate for him, but funny for the rest of us. And there's always awkward moments of walking into random classrooms. I've, like I said, never walked into anybody else's dorm room, so it's not like I've walked in on anybody naked or anything. It's always just been classrooms for me. Ooh, time out. There's actually a time when I was younger that I walked into the bathroom on somebody. That's actually happened to me twice. Once was at school. We used to have a bathroom that was right in the classroom, and you had a sign that you flipped over to say that it was occupado. I'm pretty sure the bathroom didn't have a lock, so that's what the sign was for. And it said open, so I got up and I opened the door, and one of my classmates is in there going to the bathroom. I still remember who it is, but I won't say it just because that's embarrassing for him, I guess. Although, granted, we were in probably 1st grade. So I just closed the door and sat down and just went, that never happened. I think I flipped the sign for him to say, occupado. But, yeah, that was pretty funny. There's another time I remember walking in on my cousin going to the bathroom. That was awkward, because I'm pretty sure I knocked, and I didn't hear an answer, so I walked in. And yeah, he was going to the bathroom. Fun stuff. Have you ever experienced any random embarrassing moments of walking into a room where you weren't supposed to be, like the wrong classroom or the wrong like dorm room, or just walked into the bathroom on someone, or walked into like another random room on someone and something you weren't supposed to see or do, and just have you ever walked into the wrong room, basically? Wrong room, wrong time. Have you ever done that? Tell me your story in the comments below, and I will see you tomorrow on day 103. Yes. So until then, goodbye!